Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my cancers out there. This is for the week of July 14th to the 20th. So this is from July 14th to the week of the 20th for all of my cancers out there. And this is going to be a love coming spread. See what kind of love is coming towards you during that week. So summarizing me and Schubert, show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all of my cancers out there. Let's see what kind of love is coming towards them. The week of July 14th until the 20th, let's see what kind of love is coming towards all my cancers out there. Show me rising Venus, Jupiter, show me rising Venus, Jupiter, show me cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, right off the bat, we got the King of Cups. So the person coming towards you is a water sign individual. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Now, again, that King of Cups energy is also a very wise energy, and especially with the King of Cups, kings in themselves are very wise, but this person also happens to be generous and courteous too. So this is an individual that that is wise and courteous, and apparently it looks as if they could possibly be dealing with you got the Five of Cups here. They're looking back in regret. They're definitely looking back in regret at some things, and that's you know, they have a lot on their mind, So looking back in regret on a possible situation with regret. In addition, we got the Page of Wands here, and that's the fire sign energy. That tells me the person that they're in regret with possibly is a fire sign individual, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you know, and basically that fire sign individual that they were broken up about was kind of like an exploratory type of phase of their life. They were doing a lot of seeing what kind of avenues they wanted to pursue. You know, they were this Page of Wands that they were dealing with was kind of going through their own transition in their life, we'll just say that, and that kind of left them kind of regretful. Now we have the Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles is Earth sign energy with is a Taurus, Cancer, or Virgo energy. Now this individual is probably going to be sending some messages out there. They're going to be sending some messages out there, messages of love. Again, but these are going to be very, again, Page of Pentacles. Definitely messages, but the messages that are going to be sent are going to be very very specific. Okay, they're going to word them very specifically, very carefully. And in addition, on their part, you have the Strength card. It's going to take a bit of courage, a bit of strength, because I guess, you know, they, like I said, it's still kind of looking back in regret, kind of reeling from the hurt and the emotional the emotional upheaval that they just currently got finished dealing with here. So they're going to be very careful. It's going to take some courage on their part. Now here is when things gotta pull up and get comfortable for this one, guys. So we got the Devil card here, and what that tells me is that this individual coming towards you the week of the 14th to the 20th is dealing with a lot, you know, dealing with a lot of issues as far as relationship goes. Again, bondage, addiction, depression, and also we got the Three of Swords here, so that's heartache. So that tells me the person that's coming towards you still has some unfinished business with this individual, and that most likely, you know, they're still attached to them in a kind of an unhealthy way. We'll just say an unhealthy way. And you know, it wouldn't be the best of times to really mess with this individual. I wouldn't mess with this person really at all, because again, we have the Three of Swords here, and so what that's basically telling me is that, hey, listen, they're dealing with a heartbreak, and they have a lot of they're still they're still kind of addicted to this person. And because they were dealing with a heartache because this individual left them. So, I just wanted to make you aware of that. To me, they don't look like they're in the best healthy state here. And however, we in addition to that, we got the Six of Pentacles here, which is, again, they're in a very generous, generous. They're very, very generous, and a very generous individual. They're looking to kind of spread the love around a bit. And all final here, we got the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands tells me that this person definitely has, the ability to attract to them people that they want. So that's a bit of a mixed bag here. But overall, I have to say that my feeling is that this individual still has some unfinished business with this other party that they're dealing with, because they had their heart broken. And as a result of the situation, it could possibly be kind of an unhealthy relationship with this individual. Also, the Devil card in a spread like this could also mean that, again, they're just looking to move towards someone else, and it could be completely physical, which means it could be just a completely sexual relationship that they're looking to pursue here. They don't really have their heart in it. They just want to kind of physically kind of just get over whatever kind of heartache and heartbreak they're dealing with. So they could definitely just kind of just be like strictly a physical thing going on here, and they're looking to kind of get over the hurt that they dealt with the other individual with. So let's see what strengths you're dealing with here with the situation. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. What kind of strengths are my Cancers going to be dealing with the week of July 14th to the 20th pertaining to this situation? Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see for my Cancers. See what kind of strengths that they're going to be dealing with here the week of the 14th to the 20th. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so right off the bat, this is kind of odd, but King of Cups, which means that you are also, one of the strengths that you possess here is the fact that you're very generous. Again, water sign energy here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you too can be very generous when it comes to dishing out love and financial means and so forth. So you're very generous as well. But you're very wise. So that's definitely a strength you possess. Now, Ten of Swords. As far as how could that possibly be positive in a situation like this? Well, quite possibly because this individual coming towards you the week of the 14th to the 20th, you kind of know that they're gonna stab you in the back. You're kind of expecting it, which tells me that, again, you're kind of aware it could possibly be just a physical thing. You're kind of aware of that, kind of aware that it's just kind of like just a physical thing, but you're still like, hey, so you pretty much got your armor on, because your anticipation to this situation not being that very long in term, you've already armored yourself up against it. So you totally, that's the way this could be a strength to you. You totally anticipate you being stabbed in the back with this situation. You got the Eight of Pentacles here as well. Eight of Pentacles, which means that repetitive tasks. So, you got other things going on in your life. You got other goals that you're trying to work towards and things like that. So, again, You have other things going on, other things you're trying to pursue. So that's in a really good, healthy place to be. In addition, Seven of Wands. You know, you're not afraid to defend your position, because you feel like you have the high ground here. You know, you're not afraid to speak your mind and have the high ground, because you feel like, if things aren't, you're not free to speak up, in other words, with the Seven of Wands energy. You're not free to speak up at all if you think things are kind of going sideways, but you kind of expect them to. Now, what's interesting here is you got the Ace of Cups here. And so, if this thing happens to turn, you're not out of the, it's not out of the picture that it could possibly be some kind of long-term love situation in your mind. And if that happens, you're willing to try to pursue something like that. You're open to the idea of having a deep love with this individual. It's kind of unlikely, but if the opportunity presents itself, it's not out of all possibility for you. Okay. Now, also, again, you got the Tower card here, doubling down on the Ten of Swords, which is like, again, a sudden event. Again, as I said, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility if this person has some kind of deep love that they, that this physical thing ends up becoming more. However, with that being said, you pretty much expect that this is just a physical thing and you're going to get stabbed in the back, and it's probably going to be sudden. It's not going to be something you probably won't see it coming. Just like one week things are popping, or one day things are popping, things are great. The next day, this person's not calling you, not returning your text. You're kind of like, you pretty much can see this coming. Now, we got the Knights of Wands here. Again, that is passion. Explosive passion. Again, physical thing, and you're very well aware of that. And one of a positive attribute to this whole situation that you possess here is that, again, there's a lot of physical sexual attraction with this individual. So and that is your strength. That's a strength that you possess. In addition, you do have choices as well. You have choices. Seven of Cups. You have choices. This isn't the only fish in the sea. There are other people out there that you have the eye of. So that you have your eye on. So there are other choices out there as well. So that's why you're like, hey, I'm getting the sense here. Hey, if it pops off, great. If it doesn't, that was nice while it lasted. That type of thing. Now, funny enough here, the Lover's card popped out here, and another strength that you possess is, again, if this thing ends up becoming more true love, and you guys end up somewhat really having a deep-seated love connection, you're not opposed to the idea. So you're pretty much open for whatever. That's the sense that I'm getting here, and that's what your strengths of this situation are. That you're kind of like, hey, you're kind of willing to flow wherever the river takes you in the boat that you're in. That's where you're gonna go. So with that being said, let's see what kind of things from your past that could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Some cards I need to see for all of my Cancers out there. What possible things from the past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? So what could definitely affect the outcome of this? He's got the Ten of Cups here. A long-term, possibly a long-term commitment, long-term, possible family, possible long-term commitment, family potential here. That could definitely affect the outcome of this, because as it looks right now, It just looks like it's just, you know, something that's going to be completely physical. Now, something from your past that could possibly affect the situation is that possibly in the past it looks like, you know, there was a potential there for a long-term commitment, a relationship, and you know, it looks like it possibly didn't go the way that you wanted it to, or that you needed it to, and you know that's why you're pretty much open for the for the situation. Say, hey, if it's just platonic, you know, not platonic, but if it's just physical, it's just physical. That's fine. You know, you've been involved in long-term committed relationship before, been a long-term committed relationship before, possibly even a marriage, but definitely a long-term committed relationship before. And now you're just kind of willing to go with the flow. That could definitely affect the outcome of this situation. In addition, we got the Queen of Wands. Again, Queen of Wands energy has the ability to attract things to them, situations, people. And, you know, in the past, you possibly have experience with, you know, people being attracted to you. And you're like, you know what? If somebody comes my way and they, you know, and we hit it off, let's just see where this thing goes. In addition, here we have the Emperor card here. Now, the Emperor card represents a solid foundation, something long-term. Now, that could also definitely have something to do with the Ten of Wands, because like I said before, there was definitely some type of long-term relationship that you were in before that didn't turn out the way that you thought. You thought it was going to be long-term, on a solid foundation. And again, that's probably why, you know, you're pretty much open to this situation and seeing where the thing takes you. And if it's just physical, then it's just physical. You're okay with that because we got the Four of Pentacles here too. And it seems like also in your past there was some kind of assured success. Again, you thought that you were locked in, you know, nothing to worry about, everything's on cruise control, and it wasn't. And so once bitten, twice shy sort of thing. So that's where you are with this particular situation right now. And finally here we use the High Priestess. The High Priestess here. So in the High Priestess, you know, you know your intuition about these things. You feel like you have pretty good intuition. And so you feel like you can pretty much just kind of, the best way to go is pretty much to ride this thing out, to see where it takes you, to see if more blossoms here from this situation. So finally, before I shut this thing down here, let's see if the Spirit has any additional information that they want to bestow upon me before I shut this down. All my Cancers out there. What kind of additional information do you have for all my Cancers out there? Interesting. So, first thing the Spirit wants to say to you is fortitude. Keep moving forward. Keep persevering. Keep moving forward. Keep your arms back. Keep your eyes center, and just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward with this situation. So, you know, again, don't have, you know, just keep moving forward. Don't have a whole lot of expectations. You know, just keep moving forward. Have the intestinal fortitude to keep just moving in the single most forward direction. Now, what I find interesting about this is you got connection. And so, even though you're moving forward, again, you know, this seems to be the theme of this overall reading, is that if there is a connection to be had here, don't be oblivious to it. And again, it really doesn't look like you are, that you're aware of the situation, because if there's a connection to be made here, you know, even though you expect, you know, again, fortitude, keep moving forward, because you're already prepared for things to kind of go sideways. But there could possibly be a connection here. Definitely could possibly be a connection here. So just basically keep your eyes open and ears to the ground for that. Finally, here we have dependability. Dependability. And what Spirit really seems to be saying is what this person really needs in their life right now. And possibly even yourself, is dependability. Something that you can really rely on, that you could have, you could really have a connection with that individual, or more than just a physical physical means, but also maybe possibly a deeper connection as well. Dependability, being able to depend on each other emotionally, physically, and Spirit wants to just make you aware of that. So I think that's pretty solid information. I think that's pretty wise information. That's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm feeling. So again, just shutting this thing down, guys. Again, my name is Adonis. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you later.